So, what's included in the Becoming Invincible Together membership? So, everybody gets these basic benefits. So, once a month, on the first Wednesday of each month, you'll be sent a video training. It's a video on a principle of invincibility. And it's going to be maybe 30 minutes to an hour maximum. I'll try and keep it, I'm a big talker, but I'll try and keep it to 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And that's really just to keep it in a bite size to make it manageable because we all have very busy lives. And but you know me, I always want to tell you everything I know and everything I've learnt in one go. But I'm really resisting that to make it bite sized and therefore easier for you to sort of receive on a monthly basis. So, a video on an invincibility principle, and there will be these principles and these practices are I've got a lifetime's worth of them. So we're never going to run out. So don't worry about that. There's always a deeper level. I've had some really huge understandings come through to me this year, especially as I've been preparing myself for this membership. So I'll be sharing with you each month a video on a specific invincibility principle. And then on the third Wednesday of each month, we will gather together on Zoom and we will have practice. I'll answer some questions on the principle. We can troubleshoot any issues on the practice that you've tried, and lots of other stuff as well. um, the format will be different each month. I very much believe that we should sort of go with the flow and see what's in the group and see what is needed. I obviously have structures in place for those calls, but I also believe in following the energy. So each live class will be different. So if you miss the live call, not to worry, or if it's not in a time zone that's that convenient for you, not to worry, they will be recorded and they will be in the membership site not long after the recording, not long after the live class. And if you mislay a video, not to worry, they too will be posted in the membership as well. So there's an archive for all the videos and an archive for all the live calls. And so this is that no matter where you join in the membership, if you join in the first month or if you join 2 years later, you've got an archive of everything that we've covered. And it's also for you to be able to go back to, because sometimes something may not resonate. You might not understand it fully. You might think, yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. Or maybe it's not the right time for you. And that's okay. But because it's in the archive, you can revisit it when you are ready. Sometimes something just clicks like a year later. I've had that. I heard something that Eckhart Tolle said once, and I thought, wow, that really hurts. And I know it's true, but I can't get my head around that yet. And about a year later, just clicked in and I was like, now I get what he said. So sometimes it's not the right timing for you, and that's fine too. Everyone's at different stages, at different places, and we've all got different life situations. So that's why there's an archive there so you can revisit it if you want to, just be reminded of stuff if you want to. And so that's why everything is going to be in the archive. So the other benefits that you get on joining are there's a meditation archive with all my guided meditations on there, and the transfiguration gift that's through my website. A lot of you, because you've already signed up to the newsletter, you may not have heard that the music that I've created. Well, I didn't create it, but we've embedded a high frequency sound within it for healing. So that's also in the archive. And I've also added as a bonus my personal meditation technique. It was gifted to me as a technique by the universe. I use it myself, and a breathing technique that goes along with it. So that too is in the meditation mastery product that you'll find when you join. It'll be in your library, and you can go through that at your leisure. If you are a pioneer, you get 3 free live classes for meditation, which as a little thank you. If you are a monthly member or an annual member, unfortunately, you don't get those 3 live classes, and they won't be in the archive either, because they are a special thank you for Pioneer members. And then finally, the Pioneers have a special pricing promise that is only available for Pioneers, and special discounts as well. Now, the discounts are available on the annual memberships only. It's 30% for Pioneers and 15% for annual members. The Pioneer is the one that's open first. That really is a thank you price for everybody who joins in early. It's available for 3 months. So please join if you're keen, because that really is the best price and the best benefits. And there's also a community space included in the membership. Now, I know from previous courses that I've run that you all don't like Facebook and a lot of you don't like WhatsApp. So, especially for you, there is a private community space where you can share resources. I've set up lots of different topics for us to discuss, share the things that inspire you, share your own talents as well, not in a salesy way, but in a sharing your talents way. And so we have this community space now. So you can chat, make friends, share. One of the things which a lot of my clients have said to me in the past, and which I do understand as well, is that we don't always have within our immediate friends and family people who we can discuss the more spiritual or the more energetic or the more alternative ideas that we have and philosophies that we believe in. And therefore we feel quite isolated, and we don't have people that we don't have to reinvent the wheel with. You say something, and people say it to me all the time, this might sound weird. And I'm like, seriously, there's nothing weird to me. Go ahead. And they say something, and I'm like, yeah, I got you. I understand exactly what you mean. And it really is so that we can have this understanding, because it can feel very isolating on, the higher pathways, if you like, where we feel differently, we're more sensitive, we think differently, we're more sensitive to different energies as well. And we don't necessarily have them in our, birth families, and we don't necessarily have them in our childhood friends. We're lucky if we do, but if we don't, we kind of have to create our own community. So this is the reason why there is a community space, so that we can talk freely with each other, but also respectfully. There is a really lovely philosophy that I have suggested we have in the membership, as well as in the community, which is taken from an African kind of humanist perspective, called Ubuntu, which is the idea of I am because you are. It's a more community philosophy, that we cannot just be ourselves just on an individual basis. We are part of a greater core. We're part of a bigger group, and to be able to reach out to that and also be strengthened and supported by that. And it's a really lovely philosophy. Nelson Mandela adopted it in South Africa as well after apartheid, and it's a really beautiful philosophy. So this really, for me, the reason for creating that is so that we can no longer feel alone. We feel like we're part of a group, and we have the freedom to express ourselves, whilst respectfully, but also openly. And so these are all the benefits of the membership. I hope you will feel resonant with the reasons for this and you like the idea of invincibility, I feel like it's a very important time right now for us to really take this on board, and yeah, become invincible together.